All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We will get into things for the virtual strength session. For the recording, I'm going to show the video of what we're going to do today, picture. So it's kind of blinding there. I'll send a copy of it to Jared as well. So we're going to do a bunch of exercises just with the chair. So all we need today is a chair. Let's see, I've got mine sitting back there. If you can get your chair against a wall, that's the safest thing to do. I'm going to do mine without a wall, so mine might slide a little bit, but for you guys at home, try to put it against the wall. Let's be safe, be smart about it. I'll demo all the exercises as always first, and then we'll kind of get through some things. We are going to do some jumping again today. So if anybody has pre-existing Achilles issues, calf pain, anything like that, we might make a modification. I'm going to have people do it with one leg, so just some single leg jumping to a metronome for a certain amount of jumps. If you have had Achilles issues or currently have Achilles or calf pain, let's do it with 2 feet instead of one. So you're going to get twice as much rest as everybody else when you're just doing 2 legs instead of 1. But let's just be safe with all that. I don't want to cause any angry Achilles or any increased discomfort for you guys. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is a little nice little warm up lunge circuit. So let me step back here, get this chair out of the way, so you guys can see me. And we're going to do an easy lunge circuit. So we're going to go all the way around the circle. Top leg, going to lift, forward, up, lift, out to the side. Little lunge, that can stretch the leg that's standing, up and back, and then up, and then curtsy will be the hardly moving. So we're going to go behind here. For all of these, try to keep everything going forward and back with the knee. If you've got some knee discomfort, that curtsy lunge might cause some increased pain. So don't go quite as far behind you. Think about maybe going, reaching down and back 40 times to the wall. Okay? So let's go 1 time around with the right leg, 1 time around with the left, and we'll do that 3 times. All right? Just a reminder, you guys might want to mute yourself so that you don't show up on the recording. Awesome. All right, ready? We'll go up and forward, up and out. Nice little stretch here. Up and back, and up, and then one more tucking behind. Good. And then we'll switch sides. Up, forward, up to the side, good stretch, up and back, up and behind. Good. And the second time through. Good. And behind. And second time the other leg. Forward. Try to get those arms pumping with you just like you're running. And back. Trying to create optimal movement inside the time. Good. Third second. Up. Down. And back, and behind. Good, and then last one. Up, and forward, up, to the side, up, and back, and up, and behind. Good. All right. Everybody feeling okay? Thumbs up if you can see me in the video. Things look good. All right. Sweet. So we're going to do our jumps now. So I'm going to set a metronome. We're going to go at 150 beats per minute. Running is really rhythmic in nature, right? We're trying to keep this consistent pace. So we want to be able to work some of that rhythmic nature into our strength training and especially into our plyometrics. So let me pull up the metronome. We're going to go 150 beats per minute. If you can do one leg, let's do one leg, just 20 jumps. If you can't, then we'll do 2 legs for 20 jumps, and then you're going to rest until we get back into the double leg or the single legs with the other group. So everybody can hear that? Be a little annoying. Awesome. So I'm going to kind of pull that back with me. All right, so we're going to try to be nice and quick off the ground with one leg. Double demo. Okay, we're just going to do 20 hops. Okay. So we're going to do 2 legs, 1 leg, take a leg, and ready, and go. And we're switching legs. Switch legs. If you're resting, take a little break. And go. Good. Take a little break. Pause that so you don't drive you guys nuts. Are you able to hear that when I bring it back with me? No? Okay, I'll leave it up here. It's a little closer. Okay, I'll leave it up here so we've got a little bit more. So you can kind of find that rhythm. Just 20 jumps. All right. So I'm going to head on back. I'm going to start the metronome, and then I'll kind of count you up. Ready, set, and go. Switch sides. Ready, and go. Good. Good. Taking a little break. So if you're doing two legs because you got some issues that have been there in the past or recently, you're getting a little bit more rest. Totally fine. We're still getting some of that plyometric loading in. We're getting some of that energy storage, release, rhythmic, running. So we're in a good spot still, even if you're just doing the double leg. So we're going to do 2 more sets. So we're going to get 4 sets of 80 jumps on each leg with a decent amount of rest in between. All right. And we're going to head into our third. Ready, set, and go. Good. And switch again. And go. Good. All right. So 150 is generally where I start with people to kind of get that rhythmic nature. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be because you've got to get more time off the ground. So if you lower that to 135, 120, it's going to be a little bit more challenging because it's going to require you to push more force into the ground and get more hang time in the air. So if you want to add this at home and build it into your program once, twice a week, start with 150 and hang out there for a while before you try making it more challenging with a decreased consistency on the metronome. Okay. So 4th set, last one here. Ready, set, go. Good. And go. All right, all done with the metronome. So, got a little warm up in, got our jumping in. We're going to do our main exercise. We've done this one in the past. We're going to continue to do it. This is important. So, we're going to do the split squat with our foot elevated. So, with that single leg loading, easy exercise to do with the chair. Don't need any weights, don't need any other equipment. We'll get our foot up on a chair. And then I'll demo. If you need to push your chair against the wall, now would be the time to do so. But let me demo first and show you what we're doing. So, back foot up on the chair, front foot out in front. Think about, we're going to be getting a pretty big split here, the split squat. If this is too aggressive, then back off on how far down you're going or how far out you're reaching. Your chair is going to slide if you don't have to push it into the wall. So just be ready for that and just be careful, okay? So we're going to do 8 on one side, switch leg, 8 on the other side. All right. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. If you have any hip flexor irritation with this one, shorten up your step a little bit so you're not going to get much of a stretch through that back foot, back leg, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. A little break, especially be careful stepping off. You're gonna push that chair. Sorry, my head keeps getting cut off each time I stand up. I come out of the camera. Awesome. So big things here. You should feel through your quad. Watch out and be careful for that hip flexor. If you've got some tightness, pain, irritation in the hip flexor, you might want to shorten up your stance width, just so you're not putting as much stretch through that area. Otherwise, you should feel a lot of it in quad. All right, go for it. Sit 2. Back up. This is an easy one to add weights to. You can hold on to some weights, wear a backpack, do something to make it a little harder. Let's start our second set, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. All right, and ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, rest. So if you can get the arm movement in there, let's try to do that. Right? We're trying to, running is a skill. So if we can try to incorporate that skill into other aspects of our strength training, that's only going to benefit our running. So if you can try to stay nice and tall from the upper extremity. Some people, when they do this, they're here and they lean forward like that at the hip. We want to be able to stay nice and tall. We know that a tall frame, good form, is optimal for our running mechanics. All right. Third set. All right, so we'll get back in position here. And third set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And switch. All right, chair slide, hand down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. We'll break again. Got one more set. So for this one, when I'm holding weights, I either like to put it in a goblet position. Let me show you. Got a dumbbell. So I like to hold it here, or if you've got some lighter ones, you can hold them both by your sides. This takes away that running mechanic, but having it here is going to help you stay nice and tall, nice and upright. So we sacrifice one part to gain benefit for the other, and it's also overload for the quad, so you can get a little bit more strength gains from the quad. All right. So our fourth set, last one. I'm still in the camera. Go down, pull up. All right. Last one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And switch. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. This worked. Okay, so slide this chair for the next one. This one, I'm going to demo first. This one is hard to get into and out of position. So we are going to be with our shoulder blades on the chair, feet on the floor, and we're going to make more like a bridge position. And then we're going to use a single leg and do a single leg hip thrust. So watch me kind of get in and out of position. If you have arms on your chair, it's easier to use your arms to kind of move yourself. But I'll show you. Generally, I just kind of roll out of position, but this is an awkward one. So let's see. Let me show you. See what you think. Make sure I can see the chair. Okay. So the way I start is I go from the seated position. I kind of walk my way out, elbows down. Your shoulder blades are going to be on the chair. Your legs are going to be out. One leg, and then you're going to hinge down and up. And when you hinge, try to pivot over that chair. Don't arch over the chair. That's going to hurt your back. So try to pivot down and up. The back stays straight the entire time. And then you'll switch to the other side for 5. To get out of position, I have people roll. So we roll this way and push up, right? So the way you can get down to is if you kind of get down to the floor, shoulder to the table, roll in position, roll out of position. Instead of maneuvering, you'll probably see me do like this weird little arch. I'll kind of like maneuver my way out. But if you can do that rolling, that'll be a little bit better. Okay? 5 on the side, and then we'll switch, and don't take a break. Okay? Get back in position. So this is another one, you're going to want your chair against the wall. My chair will definitely slip. Okay. So here, back straight, hands down. 1, 2, focus on squeezing that glute. 3, 4, 5, and switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then get out. So try to roll and push up. All right. If anybody has questions or comments, you can definitely type in the chat and let me know how things are going. I'm just checking the cameras. Good. So with this one too, focus on your neck. So don't let your neck tuck forward and tilt up. Try to keep your neck in a nice position so that when you tilt, your neck goes forward with your upper body. Some people will kind of arch their neck up to kind of watch what they're doing. The entire time, I'll demo that. Let's try to avoid that if you can. Okay. Stability ball is totally fine. So you can, I would start with it against the wall just to make sure you get some kind of ownership over it and it feels good. And then if you want to do it with the ball kind of free on the floor, that's actually really, really good. So start with it on the wall for a couple sets, and then if you feel confident, move it away from the wall. So the question was, if I have a stability ball and I do it on there, the wall or outside, and just kind of free on the floor, I would start with the wall and then move. All right, so let's do our second one. Get back in position. And that'll actually feel better in the back because you put the ball too. All right, and ready, set, go. So next, kind of stable. 1, 2, turn up to tuck. 4, 5. Good, and switch. Good, and rest. So that's how I normally get up. It's not very comfy. So try to roll off if you can. Good. So let's do one more set of that, okay? And then we're gonna do some upper body stuff. We'll get one upper body exercise. Our runner's favorite exercise. Okay, ready to go? Let's do one more set, 5 on each side. Nice stable position, keeping that back nice and flat. Hips are bending down. I'm gonna focus on squeezing that glute and trying to generate that force, pushing through your heel and generating it from your backside. Okay? Relax. Position. And down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I feel some hamstring firing too, but we're focusing on trying to get that hip front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Right, so I have just personally, I've had a history of hamstring issue, especially on the right side. So when I do this on my right, I feel my hamstring mainly. The goal is to try to get your glutes to fire for that one and be the main driving force to extend your hip. Basically, trying to take that hip and push it back. Okay? All right, dips time. We're gonna do some upper body, some arms. Again, push it against the wall. I'll show you here. Hopefully I don't diff it and push my chair out of the way. So we're here. I'm going to grab it more in the middle just to stabilize my chair. If your chair is pretty stable, you can put your hands here or here. I'm going to do it here so I have some more control over where the chair's going. And it's just down. If you feel good with this, you can go all the way down to 90 if that doesn't hurt your shoulders. If you're either having some shoulder issues or it's pretty jumpy and you have some weakness, Just go down a little bit and back up. All right, and we're gonna do, let's shoot for 15 of those, and then we'll rest. Okay, so to be cautious, start with the small range of motion, and then if things feel good, you can kind of go to that deeper position where you're gonna hit like 90 degrees up here, but that's gonna put a lot of stress through the shoulder. So if you've got any issues there, keep it a smaller range of motion. All right, we'll get back in position. Here, so we're gonna do 15 reps and we'll do 3 sets. All right, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. How are our runners with the upper body stuff? Is this okay? If that's really, if one set of 15 is really, really tough by the end, then let's do more like 8 to 10. So scale it back a little bit. Otherwise, tomorrow you're going to be hating me. Okay, and I want to be friends. I don't want you to do that. So if 15 is okay, we'll stick with it. If that's pretty tough and you're almost maxing it out to get to 15, then just chop it in half and do more like 8 to 10. Okay? Let's go back to another one. Okay, legs out. And ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop if you need to, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. And if you've got to scale it back, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. We've got to do what's kind of meet you where you're at. We don't want to push the limit here. We're only going to set yourself further behind because you're going to be way too sore to hit the next strength routine. This shouldn't bother you running too much, which is a good thing. But it's more about positioning, stability posture-wise there. Okay? One more set. Hit that 8 to 10. Go up to 15 if you can. All right. Ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. People doing okay? We check questions quick. We're good. All right. Sweet. Okay. We got 2 more. So again, both using the chair. So we've had a couple exercises without the chair today, just to kind of get some jumping in, get some warming up. But all of our main strength exercises have been using the chair. So even if you don't have any bands, any weights, any kettlebells, using just a simple chair like this, you can still get a pretty good workout. So for this one, we're going to do a hamstring and a calf exercise. You guys know how much I love the calf. I love the calf work, so we're going to get that one in. All right, so let's do the calf exercise first. So I'm going to use some weights here because I've been doing some rehab stuff on my calf. So I'm going to get my work in now. You guys totally don't have to, don't worry about it. I'm going to hold on to some dumbbells, and then I'll show you this. We've done this one in the past. We've been here for multiple strength sessions. Here. All right, so one foot's going to be up on your chair, one foot's down. Try to get this back foot as close to the chair as you can without going underneath it. So kind of get it nice and in line with the front of the chair. I'm going to actually bump this up a little bit because you can't see my hand. When you're here, again, we're making that upright position, pretend there's a string pulling straight towards the ceiling, up with that bottom foot, and then keep that leg nice and straight. I'm going to lower it back down so you can see my feet. So we'll be here, straight up and down. Don't lean forward on that front foot. Keep that back leg nice and straight. And we're just going to do 15, and then we'll switch sides. I'm going to hold some weights. Get your one foot up, nice and close, and straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. And then we'll switch. Foot up, other leg down, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right. So, I'll let you guys set in. Talk about what you felt. So you should feel that your calf, right, gets to that fatigue state by the end. Again, if this one is too challenging and you get almost like a cramp by the end, then we'll just scale back how many reps you're doing. So instead of 15, do 12. 12 is too much, 10, 10 is too much, 8. We want to get you to a point where you can do it, excuse me, as much as tolerated to fatigue without pushing over and getting that cramp feeling, any pain if you've got calf pain, anything like that. Also want to keep that knee nice and straight for the back foot and want to control it on the way down. So I can't hear you guys because you're muted, but I don't want to hear any slapping of your heel on the way down. So try to control that heel. So it's a nice, slow control. This is another one we can use a metronome for, right? We just kind of set it to a metronome, keep it nice and rhythmic. But for right now, let's just try to go up and down nice and controlled. Don't want that heel slap again. All right, let's go for our second set. All right, ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. And switch. All right, and we're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I realized I didn't tell you what the metronome should be at. So if you use a metronome, let's go for 30 beats per minute. So it's about 1 second up, 1 second down, 1 second, 1 second. If you're doing 15, so it should take you about 30 seconds or so. Good. All right, we're all set. So that's second set. Feeling pretty good. We got one more exercise after this. We'll do one more set of the heel raises, and then we're going to do one with our feet elevated from the floor. Definitely something we've done in the past, but again, we're showing you things to do on the chair. We're going to hit hamstrings, we're going to hit calves, we're going to hit glutes, quads. We've done kind of all lower extremity. You got a little bit of a stretch and actually some work into the hip flexor with that split squat. And then we've got a jumping activity in there too. So we've done a little bit whole body, lower extremity, and then we threw in an upper body exercise because you can't forget to do your life movements. You got to be able to push, pull, squat, hinge, and carry. So add some of that in. Awesome. So our last set. All right. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we're putting weights away. All right, so the last one is going to be an elevated hamstring bridge. This one, let's start with both feet. If you can tolerate a single leg, that's ideal. But this one can get pretty aggressive. I'll show you ways to modify it depending on how far away from the chair you are. You can make it a little bit more aggressive on the hamstring, a little bit less. This is where people usually feel more of that cramp sensation. Okay, so they feel like their hamstring is cramping. Don't let it get to a point where it's very, very uncomfortable, but you might feel a little bit of that cramp discomfort as we go on. So I'm actually going to bump this down a little bit. It should be good. So I'm on the floor. Feet are going to be up. If you scoot closer and you got your knees to about 90, that's going to be the easiest way to go. I can still feel my glutes, still on my hamstrings. If I scoot my chair away and I do it here, that's going to be a little bit more challenging. And then if you want to really challenge it, then you just do one move. Okay? I'm going to time this one. 30 seconds is normally where I start. We try to build up to 45 and then to a minute. Let's just do 30 with 2 legs pretty safe for the first set, and then we can progress it if we need to, and I'll kind of call off 30 seconds before we test. Okay? So, figure out what position feels good. Ready, and go. Again, for this one, don't arch your back. Try to keep that core activated, back nice and flat. Just feel it through the hamstrings. I'm feeling it already. 10 seconds in. That way. So if it's too aggressive where you're at, scoot your bottom closer, make it a little easier. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Again, I'm going to check comments, make sure no questions. You can feel free to solve for that one. We'll take about 30 seconds off. Then let's do it again. I'm going to do it with single leg. And still go to 30 seconds. If you're going to do it with 2 legs, that's totally fine. Okay? So I'll show you the difference. All right, get back in position. And ready, set, go. So when I do single leg, I'm feeling it already. We're 2 seconds in. So it's almost that point where I can hold it for 30. We'll see. So I might do 15 and switch. Try to go to 30, but you should feel quick cramp in the back. 15 seconds. Now chair slowly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. That's 30. I'm going to do other leg. If you're going to switch, go with me. If you're going to take your 30 seconds rest, totally fine. So again, you can modify it by putting your chair closer, pull it closer, push it away, push it away. You're doing it in single leg, we're halfway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. How's that feel? The single leg is pretty tough. Especially if you're fully extended out, that gets pretty challenging. So I feel pretty good burn in my hamstrings. And that's kind of what you should feel, almost like a burn getting to a cramp, but it shouldn't cramp on you. Okay? So let's do one more, then we'll be done. 30 seconds. I'm going to do double leg again, and then we can finish her up. Camera. All right, we're ready, set, and go. Move back on the chair for a little bit. Back nice and flat. Keep your arms up if you can. If you need to use your arms on the ground to help stabilize, that's okay. That's a slight regression. You give yourself some support. Ideally, your hands are up off the ground. You can put your chest up in the air. That's like a month. We want the work to go through lower body. 3, 2, 1, and good. All right. All right. So that was it. Pretty quick little workout. Took us 35 minutes or so. Went through 7 different exercises. I can show the picture again now. Hopefully that's, I know the last time I put some things up. Here we go. So 7 exercises. I'll post what we went through if you want to take this and utilize it down the road. That's perfect. But everything using a chair, nice and easy. Right? We can pick out what you have at home. You can get strength training in. You don't need to use a bunch of equipment. If you have access to a gym, great, phenomenal. Awesome. And thanks a lot for showing up. If you have access to a gym, that's awesome. You can get more overload, but there's still a lot of benefit, a lot of strength gains you can make just at home, right? This is strength training is supposed to help complement your running. We're not replacing your running, right? We're trying to make you be able to run longer, faster, and injury-free. So awesome. Thanks you guys for showing up. Again, we'll post this and hopefully we'll see you guys next time.